Hello, Honors Chemistry, and welcome to part 2 of the Chapter 2 review, where we are on, page 6 of your review packet, and we are going to apply what we know about conversion factors to, oh my gosh, write our own conversion factors. So here we have the nutritional information from a Five Guys cheeseburger, right? And note that I've even given you a conversion factor up here that one cheeseburger has a mass of 303 grams, right? What does that mean? Right, it means that one cheeseburger has a mass of 303 grams. In other words, one cheeseburger is equal to 303 grams, right? Likewise, if I want to talk about protein grams in cheeseburgers, right, I know that this is all calibrated to one burger, so one cheeseburger is equal to, if I was looking for protein, 47 grams of protein, right? That's a relationship. That's a conversion factor that we can extract based on our understanding of the nutrition label, right? It says, next one, a conversion factor between a cheeseburger and the daily value of sodium. Well, one cheeseburger, sodium. So if I wanted to do it in milligrams, I could do it that way. Or percent daily value, going back to stuff you learned somewhere back in middle school, I think. Obviously, the goal for most of our nutritional components is to hit 100% of our daily value, right? Some things it's okay to go more, some things we should not try to go more, and some things don't have a percent daily value, right? Like you'll see that sugar does not have a percent daily value, right? So anyway, one cheeseburger equals 43% of our daily value of sodium, right? And I'm asking you, how many will satisfy the daily value? What is the daily value in percent of sodium? Right, 100%, which means that our given is actually 100%, and then we would fill in our conversion factor, yes? Now, for the last one where I did not give you any hints, it says how many grams of cholesterol would one consume upon eating 3 cheeseburgers? So we need a relationship between cheeseburgers and cholesterol. So we'll take our one cheeseburger, and we'll see that cholesterol, 165 milligrams of cholesterol, which means that if we would like to do grams of cholesterol, we're going to have to do one extra conversion factor on the back end, right? Does that make sense? All right. So again, conversion factors, right? This is everything. This is everywhere, right? This is not just something weird that applies to milligrams to grams, which in your head you might be like, I don't never need to know that, right? Here we are putting a standard format to the math that you sometimes like ballpark in your head, but then half the time you get it wrong because you divide or multiply when you should be doing the opposite, right? This, by employing conversion factors, you're not going to get it wrong, right? Which is the beauty of it. It's amazing. It's wonderful. Anyway, what's the volume of 500 grams of glycerol? So volume, grams, this is a mass. This is our given, right? We're trying to solve for the volume, right? Anytime we're given or we need to solve for a relationship between mass and volume, we should know, right, density. So let's go find glycerol. Glycerol has a density of 1.13 grams equals to 1 milliliter. Always take 1 second and rewrite it so that way you're more likely to do the problem correctly. So we'll take our 500 grams and we'll put each piece where it belongs. Grams, 1 milliliter, grams cancel, and then I just have to do the math correctly, which says 500 divided by 1.13, and which gives us 442.477. But then, how many sig figs? Right, 400 milliliters. All right. Next up, mass of gold occupies this volume of gold. So that's my given. And for gold, we can find gold. I have 19.3 grams is equal to 1 centimeter cubed. But my given is what? 9 times 10 to the 5th millimeters cubed. Which means now first step is going to have to be millimeters to centimeters. And what's that relationship? Right, for every 1 centimeter, there are 10 millimeters, but we need to cube it. And again, we aren't going to touch that millimeters cubed, right? Because this is already cubed. We already took into account 3 dimensions to get a volume. So we're just going to cube our conversion factor. Now, right, again, we're not going to touch this, right? That density is already the relationship between a mass and a volume. There's no need to cube anything there, right? We're just going to put the pieces where they belong. Yes, does that make sense, right? The only thing we need to cube is a conversion factor that is one-dimensional relative to everything else, right? So again, if we look here, right, this is already a volume, no need to cube it. This is already a volume, no need to cube it. This relationship here, right, those are one dimensions, right, centimeter and millimeter. So we cube them so that way they work in the context of the conversion we're doing, yes? And then we would just do our math. All right. And then finally, we have a recipe. Oh my gosh, basically more conversion factors. Let's do this one together. It says I have 1 pound of flour. How many crepes could I make, right? Well, this recipe makes 8 crepes. So I know that 8 crepes are equal to 100 grams of flour, right? So then, if I have 1 pound of flour, then I know that for every, 100 grams, I got to get my pounds to grams, right? So I know that 2.205 pounds are equal to 1 kilogram. All right, so, and then we could go from kilograms. 1 kilogram is equal to 10 to the third grams, right? And then now I can use this relationship that 100 grams of flour are equal to 8 crepes. Grams of flour cancel, kilograms cancel, pounds of flour cancels, right? And then we just have to do the math, which says 1 times that, which gives us 1,000 times 8, which is 8,000, divided by that, is going to give us 36.28 crepes. And it's just 1 sig fig, right? So this will make about 40 crepes. Yes, does that make sense? All right, and the rest of these, right, the eggs one is the same thing. Find the relationship and then do the conversion, right? And these last two basically come from that activity that we did. So if you're not sure what to do, go back and reference that activity or make time to see me soon. All right, thank you for listening. Be good, and I will see you soon. Bye.